Two and one, and we are live. So welcome to Wednesday's midday inspiration. Make sure I got my chairs. Gotta give me another chair. But welcome to Wednesday's midday inspiration. My name is Tony Fleming, and I will be the host today. And we're going to talk about some good stuff today. We're going to talk about dreams. We're going to talk about goals. Doubt if we finish it, but I got a PowerPoint today, and I think that it'll be great if you guys took some notes. And we're going to go through some good stuff today. So look at the bottom of the screen. It's the best way for you all to join us at the mywealthlounge.com. It's free, so go check that out. But let's jump right into the PowerPoint right quick. So we're talking about dreams and goals. All right, so one of the main things I believe and to acquiring your dreams and goals is that you must have this burning desire to really want it. A lot of us have a desire, but we don't have this burning desire. There's a difference in a desire and a burning desire. A burning desire is something that you like, man, I just gotta have it. And in this world today, in the time that we in, is so much competition. There's so many things going on in the world that if you don't have this, I gotta have it, mentality, that burning desire of I gotta have it, it's gonna be hard for you to get it because there's a lot of competition. I always say that good is average now. When you try to be good, that's just pretty much average. So you have to really be great to really go for it, because great is good now. So I guess to be really good, you have to be super great almost. That's the competition that we're dealing with. People many, many miles away can touch people close to us. People in Russia can touch people next door to us by using the World Wide Web. So competition is a lot steeper now compared to before the internet, and things of that sort. So it makes it very difficult if you really want to do something in business and really in life, because you have now competition from around the world and you have to be ready for it. I think another thing for you to win is that you have to be dissatisfied with where you are now. I mean, extremely dissatisfied with where you are now. If you're not dissatisfied and you just want to go along to get along, if that's what you want to do, go along to get along, then, you could do that, but you're not going to reach some of the goals that you want, because going along to get along is just you just being comfortable. You're like, I'm okay with this. I don't want to start anything. And, I tell you, some people have to be, well, usually what happens when a person has a divorce is that they are just totally dissatisfied with the situation. Driving home, don't even want to go in the house. You maybe keep driving thinking, I go in the house is going to be all this kind of headache. You totally dissatisfied with what's going on with your situation. I talk about all the time that's how the civil rights movement started, where Rosa Parks was just frustrated. She was totally dissatisfied that day now. She just didn't want to move. She was tired. She had sat down and she's like, I'm just not moving today because I done worked hard all day. Now, there was a lady before her who kind of started the ball rolling. And I can't think of the lady's name. You can Google her. But Rosa Parks really kicked it off from her frustration. And then that whole civil rights movement went around the world from a person that was just frustrated, tired, dissatisfied with the situation. And, you know, I use another example. The lady who started MAD, Mothers Against Drunk Driving. And you can correct me because I'm not exactly sure, but I think she had 3 kids that were killed by drunk drivers. And that third one, she said, you know, this got to stop. You know, this got to stop. And I really, boy, I mean, to have 3 kids killed by drunk drivers, and she said, that's it. And that's how Mothers Against Drunk Drivers started. She started right there. She put her fork down and said, we're going to do something. But that's that's when your person is dissatisfied. A person is frustrated and they make things happen. Again, if you're good, you like, I can go along to get along. If my check good and everything is all right, and I can deal with whatever's going on at home, and I don't want to. And that's how most people are. We want to do bigger things. We want to have nicer things. But when it comes to us, stopping where we are and saying, okay, I'm about to pay the price to go and get this done. Most of us don't, because in society, they made it so comfortable for us. You can get a credit card, you can get, financing, you can get, like I always say, you can get the same $150,000 Mercedes that Shaq, the basketball player, has. He paid cash for his, but you can finance it. And so now you got one in the driveway. Shaq got one in the driveway. You like, I got one like him. He got plenty more though, but you got one like him. You like, I'm cool. Got my Mercedes. Got my job. And if that's where you are, that's where you are. But see, most people, not most, but a lot of people say they are good with that, but they really not. They say they are good with, my job, and they really not. Behind the scenes, and even in their thoughts, they want something bigger. They want something better, but it's no burning desire to get it. It's no dissatisfaction. It's okay. I'm good. Because that's what I hear a lot. I'll be like, what that mean? Oh man, I'm good. I'm like, what? Somebody give me a definition of I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Like, but a lot of people say that. It's funny that a lot of people say that. I mean, maybe we have an answer for that. What do you think? You got an answer for that, Miss Coleman? And you got an answer for that, Miss Austin? I see you guys in the chat. I'm good. So if you're good, you're good then. But if you're not good and you really want to change, you must be totally frustrated. You got to be so mad, I'm like, I got to do something different. And you got to do what most people won't do. They're not going to do. It's like you got to watch most people and do the opposite of what they're doing. Because most people are not. Most people are part of the status quo, and they're going to stick with that. And again, I'm not knocking the status quo. All I'm saying is, if you're a part of the status quo and you say you want this and that, and you say you want this and that, then you're going to have a burn desire and be really dissatisfied. And most people are not. Most people just talk. Most people just talk. And they also want the pleasing methods. If you look at, there's always room for improvement. I'm not even talking about improvement. I'm talking about, you can improve and still be where you are. That's yeah, you can improve it always. You can always do that. Okay, I'm gonna give a better example. I'm talking about somebody who may be on their job, make 70 grand a year, which is a good income in America. You know, got their 2 vacations every year, got the Benz in the driveway, 2 or 3 flat screens on the wall. They cheap now, but before they was more expensive. And that person says, you know, they out for lunch with some people, and they say, they meet with one of their other girlfriends, 2 or 3 of them at the table, and this lady says, you know, I made on my job last year $160,000, and the one who's making 70 is sitting there looking across at her like, how much you make? She said, I made $160,000. They may be where they want to be, but they are good where they are. They may not be where they want to be, good where they are. It's not bad, but it's better than most. Yeah, and that's how most people feel. And if that's how you feel, that's how you feel, and be good with it. But again, with my example, she looks at her girlfriend and says, you made how much? Made 160,000 last year. And she knowing she made 70, she's like, man, I can make that. I mean, you got the same skills. I need to figure out, I can make 160,000. You know, I want to live like you. That's what she says now. So on the way home from lunch, she's thinking, man, she ain't more skilled than me. I know I can do that. I know I can make 160,000 if she made it. You know, I know I can do that. I know I can, man. So she gets home, start Googling and looking around, calling people about. Now, she ain't gonna ask the lady there because she don't want her to know that she, you know, impressed with that. So she contacts some people who contact some people, and they tell her, you know, we can connect you with somebody, and you know, see how the interview goes. And, you know, we do okay. But there's you need to consult with this person before the interview, about a 30-40 minute consultation. She said, okay. So she gets in the interview, and she gets in the consulting meeting, consultation, and no, what is it? Consultation. And the person that's doing that is saying to her, like, okay, we got an opening and we're looking for people, but it's 2 things that you have to do. There's a class that you must take first, and this class is for 3 months, and it's 2 hours a night, 5 days a week. Two hours a night? Yes, ma'am. Monday through Friday. What time are the hours? 8 to 10. What? I'm usually in bed by 9. And then when I come home from work, 6, I make dinner. Then I got to watch my TV shows. 8 to 10 every night? Yes, ma'am. Are they paying me for this? No, ma'am. They're not. Well, sir, I'm going to have to think about this. He's like, okay. think about it, whatever, call us back. But we are definitely getting ready to employ some people, and we're going to put these people on the call and on track to do the stuff they need to do, because this is another thing after they pass that they have to do. Man, we're paying $170,000 a year, and that's probably 2% of people in the country make that. Yeah, okay. She hang up. She ain't doing that. She comfortable paying her bills. She comfortable whatever lifestyle she have. She want to talk that game. But she ain't about to do that. Now, somebody else come along and they want that, and the guy doing the consultation tell them, they get out the phone, they thinking, that's all I got to do. They thinking me sitting on there in this training class for 2 hours, that's going to help me anyway. And sign me up. I'm ready. And even the class doesn't guarantee, but you have to do it. I don't care. Let's go. Because that person is frustrated, dissatisfied, and that person wants that. And not only that, they believe in themselves, they're going to go for it. So that's why when I look at number one, you got to have that burning desire, man. You got to have that gotta wanna. You got to have that, you got to be willing to do whatever. And you look at the last one, that's the whole point. See, what you had to do is almost like that person who drinking some nasty stuff that's going to make them healthy. No, I can't drink that. It's too nasty. It smells bad. Because that's the first thing folks do. Oh, God. Oh, that's awful. And then they go, oh, no, I can't do that. I can't do that. Well, ma'am, it's going to help you. You got to drink this for the next 3-4 months. It's going to help you with your health and all that. Oh, no, I can't. No, you got, you got some sugar in it? No. Now, somebody who's got a burning desire to get healed and needs something that's going to help them, they trying everything. You tell them this is what they got to drink, they go, it don't taste that good, but you saying this going to help me? Yeah. Eventually do we get enough supply for this? Because he says this is going to help. We need to get a lot of it. But then the other person, taste, I can't do that. It's going to help you. I can't do that. You got some with some sugar in it. That's that whole thing of having a burning desire, being dissatisfied, frustrated with your situation, and willing to do the process to be successful. And the process is the 2-hour Zoom that you got to be on Monday through Friday. That's the process. No, I don't want to do that. That's why you got 1% and 2%ers out here in this world. Because most people will not pay the price to get what they say they want. When they realize that what they want, the price is too high, they back down. And all I'm saying is you shouldn't have backed up. People be talking all that good stuff and talking their game, but then when it's time to do it, nah. Don't. If you happy with that, be happy with that. See, what most people want is somebody to hand them something. Most people want somebody to give them something. That ain't how it works in this world. Capitalism don't work like that. It doesn't. You can't operate under the system of capitalism like that. Capitalism says the big dog gonna eat, and you have to become a big dog to deal with this. You can't be a little puppy out here, because they ain't gonna get anything to little puppies. And that's what people want. That's why they think the election gonna solve their problems. It don't. It ain't never solved their problems. We're always looking for a savior. The savior is the inner person. The savior is the inner me. The savior is the person on the inside of you that you have to work on to get tough, to get your mentality right, to understand that this world is not, where people portray it is that somebody's gonna help you. No, it's every man for himself and God for us all. It's the truth. Ain't no other way to sugarcoat it. It's definitely the truth. So to have that burning desire is a must. To be dissatisfied is a must. It's a must. To go through the process that successful people have done and they've given you the process, that's a must. You got to do what most people won't do. And that's where most people say, well, nah, they don't say it. They just disappear. They just stop being around. They don't even bring up the conversation no more. If you go to lunch with them, they just don't. They're like, man, no, I ain't planning on that. Well, unless you got a rich family member that's going to hand you down some money, pass you down some money. Once they pass, then you got to count on that. You sitting over there waiting for granddaddy to pass away. If he has some money. And usually when granddad passed, he'll leave some money, but 3 or 4 y'all fighting for that 50,000. Break up the whole family with that 50,000. I saw that with my family. When my granddad died, he left some stuff. I can't remember what it was. I don't think they ever told me because I was young, high school or something. Boy, I saw the aunts, the uncles, and all that. They about to tear each other's head off. They about to rip them heads off over that. So if you want to wait on that, or you just good where you are, and again, that's, hey, most people are. But the worst thing is when you say you not, and you're not gonna step it up. That is, especially with somebody, a person who likes to try to help people and do things, that's the worst thing in the world. Don't tell that person that. Keep telling your friends and all the other stuff that, what you want to, and they be talking about what they want to do too. And then the real person walks in the room that's going to help you, and they ask you if you serious. Yeah, I'm serious. Yeah. And then on the first assignment, the first process, no, I ain't that serious. Okay. Ms. Dyer said, what did she say? I don't know if I want Tony to be telling my people something like that. I'm like, well, I just need to know if I'm going to war with you, that you got my back. You're gonna be back there. That's all I'm saying. I just need to know, because I don't want to be in war. I'm hollering, hey, give me the other gun. Hey, give me the other gun. And I look behind and you gone. You gone, and then you took the gun with you too. You done ran off. Like, dang. You could have at least left the gun for me. I'm getting them ready, Miss Dyer, for the war. I'm getting them ready. And they can't even they can't even do the first process. And then going to war with me, knowing that they're gonna duck and run, knowing that. When the bullets start flying, give me the gun, man. Give me the gun. Hurry up. Hurry up. He gone. I can't deal with that. That's what I'm saying. So I don't be perpetrating. Don't, the truth is the truth, man. If you're gonna do it, let's do it. If you're not, you're not. So we're gonna stop here today on that first point. We actually got 7 points. And we'll pick up next week. Same time, same bat station. And we'll go through number 2. All righty. So you see Wealth Lounge there at the bottom, the mywealthlounge.com. You can go down there and click that and go join. It's for free. Just go and register. Check us out. We got a lot of stuff that we do in there. A lot of stuff, from real estate to trading and all kind of things. So, all right. So that's all she wrote. Family. The pen. Where's the pencil? Pencil has gotten away from me. Let me see. Is it over here? Somebody got my pencil. Is it in here? Where's my pencil? There it is. The pen and the pencil broke. That's all she wrote. The pen and the pencil broke. So we're gone.